Hello everybody, welcome back to Thursday Night Pro Scrims MRKN versus UNiTE Gaming. We're all tied up at one map apiece as we enter standoff capture flag for map number 3.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing on this map, we're going to see who can control that tractor side of the map and really just put pressure on the other team's base. And we got MRKN starting off at Grandma's side, so I think this is the more advantageous side out of the two.
Alright, so I actually want to start things off with Merk. He's the fill-in for tonight. He's currently on Team Envious, but Ricky couldn't play in tonight's Pro Scrim, so Merk, being the nice guy that he is, he's going to fill in for them, and he's using Tac Mask here. Whenever you're a flag runner and capture flag, Tac Mask, that's going to be your best friend.
Yeah, Tac Mask is essential for all OBJ players on Capture the Flag. You know, Merk isn't really an OBJ player, but even as an anchor, I feel like Tac Mask and even Flak Jacket are almost necessary.
Well, off the start, it's going to be MRKN game with an early flag pull. Rose with that one immediately shut down, though, so take a look at Study. He's actually rocking 2 EMPs here, so I don't think these players are going to be using the sentry gun tonight, so he's just going to be using those EMPs to disorientate his opponent. I
do like EMP use even without sentry guns, to be honest, because taking away that mini-map, a lot of players rely on it, and even if it's for the 10-15 seconds if you double EMP somebody, that can really decide a kill or maybe a missed rotation. So I think EMPs are actually huge on CTF.
Not only that, if you're playing, you get EMP, chances are you're not going to be the one rushing into action. You're going to be playing back, holding down that power position. So it could actually fend off a lot of aggression for you. But right now you got Nameless running a flag for UNiTE Gaming. There's going to be Rose in hot pursuit, but Nameless, he's going to get around the corner, is able to take out Merk. Is Rose going to pick up the kill? Yes, he is, but the cleanup has been made by Parasite. In the meantime, you see these two players for Merk, and it's going to be Too Quick and Study making their way up the middle of the street. Parasite, he's going to try to dodge this one, and flag was counterpulled by Too Quick. They run right past each other. Parasite, he's going to be able to dip out to the hay side of the map, finding players running right behind him. Killer in the meantime was able to pick up 2 kills, so now it's going to be Killer pitching in on the flag carrier.
Right, and that was a huge kill out of Too Quick right there, killing, I believe it was Killa when he had the flag, to get out packages. But right there, I do like the play out of MRKN. When in that situation, I think the right play is to push pull the flag and push it at their flag carrier when you have man advantage. But Parasite picking up full streaks right there, that's huge.
Yeah, with the flag cap and a couple of kills, he gets full streaks. But I really like when players or teams go for the counter pull as well. I feel like it's a lot safer play to make as opposed to just sitting in a random corner hoping that the flag carrier will cross your line of sight so you can get that clutch return. But sometimes you're in that position where going for the return is the best play to make, but that situation, MRKN, they were not in that one. They had to go for the counter pull there.
No, they weren't in position. They could have used that time to get map control, but they do have a counter pull right now, and it looks like Rose's pretty good to score if he can get past his Hellstorm missile and barely gets it in.
Not only that, Parasite also used the lightning strike, so Rose dodging 2 scorch streaks there to put in the flag cap. They get taken out by the Hellstorm, but just short, or just before he was able to put in the flag. But Parasite gets cleaned up at the base. It's going to be Too Quick now on the screen. The first one pushed up for MRKN Gaming, and now that UNiTE, they're getting spawned over near the packages side of the map. They know that something's up. They're all going to rotate back, and Too Quick, he's about to get spotted here by Killer. Can he pick up the kill? Yes, he can, but more players around the area. And now Too Quick, he could actually pinch in from the side of his teammates push up packages.
Huge
Sweet kill there onto Nameless, and they're going to go for a flag pull.
And I love the way MRKN is playing. On CTF, we always see the team that usually puts the most pressure on the other team's base, even if they don't get the pull the first time, if you keep putting pressure on the base and just assaulting the other team's flag, you do get pulls, and they're just pulling more flags right now. They're just playing really well.
Not only that, Too Quick caps his flag. He's going to get some score streaks himself. Now 1 kill away from that War Machine. Lightning Strike and Hellstorm already earned. You got Parasite, who did use his War Machine, put in a couple of grenades over towards the flag. Didn't really make any plays happen with that. And now Too Quick has one of his own, currently on a 6 kill spree as well as MRKN Gaming. They're looking very strong in their respawn game types.
And right now with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, Study and Rose are both trying to work towards streaks, and I think they're up 1 flag to nothing. They should really just play for their streaks. That if you can have 2 or 3 people with streaks going into the second half, that's huge on CTF.
Yeah, it could, you could actually play a bit more aggressive than you want because you could rely on those score streaks to stop a flag pull to at least keep the play alive, keep the flag at bay for the time being. So we'll see if Study could earn his. He's almost halfway to his streaks here, so it looks like he just wants to play a bit of base defense right now. And keep in mind, when you get kills close to your flag, you get an extra score bonus for the defend kill.
Right, and yeah, he's just playing this extremely smart right now. 45 seconds left. There's no reason to challenge anything that's crazy, and he's just playing top grandma, just picking up those extra point kills, like you say. I believe it's 125 points.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's just playing extremely smart. You know, maybe get an EMP assist. Every point adds up right now.
Yeah, there you go. Plus 125, killing an attacker. Now he is 1 kill away from earning his Hellstorm missile, but time is winding down. Less than 30 seconds left to play in the first half. You see where UNiTE Gaming are respawning. It's actually going to be too quick putting the pressure on there. But Suddy, he's more than happy just hanging back. As you were saying, you know, they favor this side, but, you know, on standoff, I really don't think there's a distinct good or bad side.
I actually do believe that the grandma side is easier to hold. I believe
Easier to hold?
Yeah, I think if you spawn in that back alley, or even at Tractor, if they kind of mess the spawn up a little bit, I think that's huge. And there you go, see Studdy picking up his streaks right at the end of the round. But I believe it's a lot easier if you can get up in the grandma and hold it with ARs to really hold your base and get more map control back.
See, I actually think the opposite. I think it's a bit easier to defend over near the haste side of the map. I mean, if you're looking at the grandma's side, right? You're going to know where they want to defend from. They're either going to be at that blue van, or they're going to be up top, or they might even be off spawn rotating down low. So from there, it's kind of easy to predict where they're going to be and pick up the kills. Whereas if you're on the side MRKN is on now, there are so many different areas you could hide in and just, you know, hold your base until your teammates could rotate back off spawn.
But one thing when you're pushing from this MRKN side, it's extremely hard to put pressure on Tractor. If they have an AR at Hay on defense, if you have a sub guy over there, or even an AR player, it's extremely difficult to break that.
I see what you're saying there.
Yeah, I'm right.
I still think that this side it's more of a defender's advantage, because you want to hold packages, you want to hold wood, and from there you got map control. When you work kills, then you could push up. But in the meantime, too quick, he's still fully streaked out. Studdy was able to earn his Lightning Strike and Hellstorm there. MRKN, they just got 3 down for UNiTE Gaming, but I want to pop up our scoreboard. So you see 16 and 10 too quick, he's leading the way. 12 and 6 though for Studdy. You know, we don't really see people play like an anchor role and capture a flag, but it looks like that's what Studdy's doing. He's more concerned about protecting his base than pushing up along with his team.
But you know, we also see sharp plays like this from TK. Is he'll play pretty much defense and just build streaks. I believe on the side that MRKN is on right now, you'll see Sharp go into top barn and pretty much just lock down that mid street, and even he can look over by Tractor the whole game. And he gets streaks often, and it's extremely hard to beat TK on this map because of it.
That's how I used to play actually in Capture Flag when I competed, especially in Blackouts 1. You know, I was teaming with Ego, and if you guys have ever seen Ego play, he loves to be very aggressive and go for as many flag pulls as he can. So my job was to make sure that the other team couldn't pull our flag while Ego was, you know, doing his thing on the other side of the map. So it was me that was in charge, you know, getting those clutch kills at the base and holding off the aggression. So I could definitely relate to the role that Studdy is playing. And you know what? Especially in Black Ops 2, you could earn a lot of score streaks by doing it. Oh yeah, and I mean, streaks on Black Ops 2, I mean, in Capture the Flag, they can be used offensively, defensively. It would be interesting to see if MRKN will use one set of streaks offensively to try and get one more flag, and that can pretty much seal the deal with 3 minutes to go. Yeah, one flag lead isn't that comfortable. When you start building those 2 to 3 cap leads, then you can play a bit more laid-back style of Capture Flag, be, you know, a little overly aggressive if you want to be. But right now, MRKN, they're doing a fantastic job in the slaying department. You got Nameless, though, for UNiTE Gaming, trying to work on some streaks with that kill. He's around 1 away, and UNiTE Gaming, they desperately need these streaks, and if Nameless is able to acquire them, they're going to use them aggressively. Yeah, they're going to have no choice but to use them aggressively, and I believe he can use that Hellstorm right off spawn if they get 2 or 3 guys down, and pretty much keep them off spawn again, and he's so close to picking them up. Puts about 4 bursts in a guy in the mid street. If somebody would have picked them up, he would have got him. And ooh, that was a huge kill from Too Quick right there, man. And now Too Quick, he could go for a flag pull, but I think he just wants to be a nuisance in the UNiTE base, force some movement out of them, make them rotate back. Good corner from him as he's going to take out Killer right there. Pushing out for the flag. Is there any more players in position? It's going to be Nameless, gets a revenge kill there, but the damage has been done. He wasted a good 20-25 seconds just hanging out in the UNiTE base. Right, and you know, it's CTF all about putting pressure on that base. You saw 3 players on UNiTE. They were about to get map control, and as soon as Too Quick got 1 kill in the base, they were all forced to turn around and go back and look for him. And now Studdy spawning up over near the packages side of the map. Now they know that someone's putting pressure over near the flag. That's going to be a killer currently on a 2-kill streak, but he's got MRKN players all around the area. He gets taken out. Too Quick, he's going to challenge Merc over here at the boxes. Does pick up that kill, and not only that, 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock, and they still have score streaks to use. Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing 6 sub play out of Too Quick right now, man. I mean, he's 28-14, and I think this is the role he really is going to shine in. Wow, man. Too Quick. Going off. That's unbelievable. He's going off. Easy flags for MRKN. Easy points, bro. All right, so another flag attempt by UNiTE Gaming and another defensive hold for MRKN, as now there are 67 seconds left in the game. Too Quick has streaks. Rose, I don't know if you got streaks. Bloods, you don't have streaks, but we haven't seen much of Bloods at all because it's been Rose studying Too Quick, really lighting things up. But Bloods is kind of that guy that, hey, you know, nobody really wants to play this role. I'll go ahead and step up and do it.
Yeah, and you know, you always need somebody to take this role. One of the things I always talk about is like there are only so many kills on the map. You know, it's kind of like basketball. This might be a bad analogy for you.
I know basketball.
You know basketball.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of the times in basketball they talk about how like there's only one ball to go around, so you can't have too many scores. You know. So it's really important that for all the players to play their role that they're meant to be played. You know, Bloods is just playing his role right now, doing a really good job.
Props to you, Bloods. 20 seconds remaining. It is over with that flag snap. You're going to see the score streaks rain down for MRKN. But let's take a look at our final scoreboard. 33 and 15 for Too Quick, even as a capture and 2 returns to his name. Bloods, he doesn't really have to do much because Study's going off as well. Rose has a good amount of kills to his name, but you see on the other side of things, UNiTE, they have some slang, but you know, nobody on that team went positive.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that you also saw right there is, if you paid attention, I mean, Parasite got a flag cap, you know, but I feel like Killa was really the only one putting really pressure on the MRKN base, that there was never really like map control from UNiTE, and they never really pushed up.
Maybe he was playing a bit ahead of his team. Maybe he just you know, if
too.
you get that initial map control, you gotta push along with your team. That's only going to increase your chances at getting a flag cap there if you push multiple people at the base. But UNiTE Gaming, they lose a second respawn game type to MRKN, and MRKN, they're looking really good. Despite the fact that they're a brand new team,
yeah.
Really only their Search and Destroy, which is all about going back into theater, going over their strategy, and talking it over with you guys. So I assume they haven't had much time to go over it.
Right, and I think for Search and Destroy also, they really just need one person to just step up and be that vocal leader who says, all right, this is where we're going. Like, this is how we're going to do things. And it'll be interesting to see who steps up. I think it probably will be Too Quick.
Too Quick or Study, I would say, for Search and Destroy. But anyways, MRKN Gaming, they're going to take the lead in Pro Scrims, 2-1 in map count. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're heading over to Yemen for some hardpoint action.